Santa Monica. Welcome to this edition of Simply Cooking. I'm your host for today, Aaliyah. Today I have two very special guests here with us, and they're all the way from Sweden. I have Elin and Johanna.
Hello.
Hi. Well, welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Today we are going to be making a very special Swedish dessert from scratch with the items that we have available, and they're going to teach us how to get started. So what are we going to make today, you guys?
We're going to make something called chocolate balls, which is a traditional Swedish treat.
Dessert? Yeah.
It's a dessert, yes, exactly.
Okay, so this is something you guys kind of saw growing up at functions and family events all throughout your life.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what you're doing then. You know how to make it. So we can trust you? All right, let's get started. Show us what we need to do. Can I help at all?
Sure, you can. First, let's go through the ingredients. We have butter, sugar, cocoa, water, oats, and shredded coconut.
Okay, and all of these items can be substituted for the person making it for their taste. If they wanted to substitute oats for some other type of brand or ingredient, health-conscious people, can we substitute items and it will still turn out good?
As long as you stay close to the recipe, it's okay. And especially the topping, the shredded coconuts is the topping.
That's
and you can substitute that for like sprinkles or nuts, or we use sugar nibs a lot in Sweden.
Sugar nibs.
And that's not that common here in the U.S. So shredded coconuts is what we commonly use.
So you can substitute a few items.
Yes, and we could also add a touch of vanilla extract for more flavor.
Oh, and coffee as well, actually. A lot of people put a little bit of coffee in them.
Okay. Yeah. Well, remember, this is a very simple dish because we don't have any appliances here on the table. So everything can be made from hand without using appliances.
That's right.
Exciting. Well, let's get started.
All right. So the first step is to mix the butter and the sugar, right?
Yes. So we use 1 stick of butter. I just put that in here like this.
And it can be, does it need to be at room temperature, frozen, refrigerated?
It's good if it's room temperature because that makes it a little bit easier to handle.
Okay, because I notice it's very soft.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we mix that with half a cup of sugar.
This is sugar.
Like that.
Okay.
And then you just mix in the rest of the ingredients. After that, you're going to mix that first with your hands.
Yes. Would you encourage the person to make it with their hands, to get our hands in there and get
Yes,
it? Okay.
yes. But make sure to clean your hands before.
Of course.
Much nicer. Yes, and then we're going to add some cocoa. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa.
3 tablespoons of cocoa.
Yes. Put that in there, and then we add some water.
Okay, how much water is that?
This is 2 tablespoons of water.
2 tablespoons.
And we're also going to add some oats, and this is 2 cups of oats. So we just put that in here, and we keep mixing it like this.
Okay. Yeah, and this gets a little bit messy, but
does it? Okay.
Yes, but it's worth it. It's
I like the fact you guys have on aprons. I see why I should have one on.
Don't worry, we won't get you messy.
Really? Okay.
So great, we're already halfway done. It's pretty simple, right?
It was very simple.
It is very simple.
Yeah.
It smells amazing too, by the way.
Yes. I'm just gonna put the coconut here on a plate, so we can roll the balls in here later.
Okay, so we're going to be rolling it.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so now we need to shape the dough into balls.
Shape the dough into balls.
So if you would
Should
like
we
to
help out
me?
with this?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
So go ahead and just take a little bit. We won't make really big ones this time.
Just put them on the plate.
Mm-hmm. So the texture is very firm. The oats don't need to melt or cook down. They can be hard like this.
Yes, that's fine. You just need to make sure they stick together.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Maybe I'll just roll them in the shredded coconuts.
This is fun. It reminds me of making a clay item.
It's kind of fun. It's like being a kid again.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to put these in the refrigerator or the freezer, but because we don't have that here.
Yeah, we don't have all that fancy stuff here, so we're just going to freestyle it today.
Yeah. These are kind of just different sizes, which is
so
okay.
So you can make different sizes. That's what I was thinking. Do they have to be specific or?
No, it's just the way you like it.
Yes, and you could actually make just one big ball. Sometimes people do that for parties.
Yeah.
Okay.
One big chocolate ball.
And I mean, if you really like the topping, it's better to make small ones because then you get a lot of topping on them.
Yeah, and then we can just pour the shredded coconut on top of this.
Okay, that's a good idea. Let's try that. You want to get it on all sides though, so roll them around a little bit. Oh, these are kind of falling apart, but that's okay. The important thing is that they taste good. So.
Yes, and remember, we're not using any appliances. This is all done from scratch from our hands with the supplies that you see.
Okay.
It's kind of messy.
Yeah. All right, so
does it need to settle? Did the sugar need to set in at all? You said it can be refrigerated, but it can be eaten as is.
It can be, yeah. It's better if you put it in the refrigerator for a little while, but we can eat them just like this. I mean, it's this quick, this simple.
Okay, what do we garnish with it? What are we going to drink? Are we going to have some milk? For our folks at home that do have refrigerator, what would you drink with it?
I prefer milk.
Milk?
I think most people prefer milk.
And good. Soy would be...
Or tea or coffee. You can have anything with it, really.
Coffee sounds good.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it looks beautiful. I like the way the presentation is with the cocoa. I do. It did.
It could be more beautiful, but yeah.
Remember, we're not using any appliances, and we're on a budget. Yeah. Okay.
That's true. All right. So should we just dig in?
Let's dig in. I didn't want to go first. May I?
Go ahead.
You outdid yourself.
Really?
Great. It's yummy.
Good, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta try one too.
I love the fact that we can taste all the ingredients. You really can taste the cocoa, you can taste the sugar, but it melts in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Despite the oats, it melts right in your mouth. It's delicious. I love it.
That's good. Yeah.
Wow. Now this concludes this edition of Simply Cooking, but make sure you join us next week where we'll be making another dish on a budget wherever you're at. I'm your host, Aaliyah. Thank you for tuning in.